Agenda of the Harwich Affordable Trust for November 13th. I'm going to take two items out of schedule. One is moving up the discussion about the housing website update. Brianna could be here right now and has to leave, so Brianna, let me turn that part over to you. And John, then I'll go next to you.
Hi, Brianna Powell, housing advocate. So I just wanted to give a brief update on the website. I met with Sarah Eaton, Director of IT, last Thursday, so she could look at the website and sure everything looks good and is up to standards with any town website, and it is. And she also said a lot of other departments use GoDaddy as well. So she's familiar with the site and everything looks great. The other update is I sent you all a memo. Hopefully it clarified some of the questions about the process of updating the website and giving me the information that you want to see on there. I don't know if you have any questions or further discussion on that, or if it looks good to all of you.
I love the clarity.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good job.
Thank you, Brenda. I thought it was good, and I know Liz Hardy is here from Housing Committee, and I think based on our discussion, and with your work with Sarah, we want to be sure we follow the town guidelines and use the town website. Then our chore will be to populate that website and be sure that things important enough to look at.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it looks
And
really
I think
nice.
it-
I think you'll like it. So.
No, I'm very appreciative. I'm anxious to get this going as we have an official housing site for Harwich. And thank you for your work on that. Liz had a good discussion in Art and in their committee as well, because this is an item we're working together on both committees. So thank you, Brianna.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And one quick thing is it will be published tomorrow, so everyone can go look at it tomorrow.
awesome.
And I'll send you guys the link, and you can
Yeah.
check it
Me
out.
too, yeah.
Yeah. so
All
I'm
right.
excited, but-
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My next adjustment to the agenda is I've asked John Carey, who's, I think unfortunate for John, are you in Boston? I try to avoid Boston most times, but that's okay, because they don't like me there, the traffic, I've decided. But I've asked John to give us a brief update on how this project is going. John, I'll turn the floor to you because all I hear is positive results, so I thought I'd give you a chance to brag about it as well.
I appreciate it. Everything's going great. It's exciting. We're finally underway. It took me a little bit to get the permit, but we were able to get that figured out. The hole is dug. The footing was poured today. I ordered the windows yesterday. I'm trying to think through this. There's so many projects, trying to organize them both. And again, I work alone, so it gets to be a little tricky. We ordered the Pella windows yesterday. The foundation walls are going to be poured next Tuesday, and then we'll backfill, and the lumber for framing should show up by end of next week. Once we start framing, it should be about 6 weeks till we're watertight. That puts us, I think, at about January 1st. And then we're inside the building with plumbing, electrical, fire sprinkler, fire alarm, all the fun stuff. And that's probably 2 or 3 months. So I'm still looking at, I think, May 1st completion, but there's a chance it could be June 1st. But I have good experience with this sequence from doing the school. So I think this smaller building should seem easier.
John,
And that's kind of where we're at.
What's the status of the school?
The school, we completed insulation today. I'm giving it 2 days to air out, and then I'm going to have the building inspector out to review the insulation. And then we will plaster the walls next week. And I should have the 7 units done. I keep saying February, but I'm sure it'll be March. And then, so probably be looking for tenants come April. I haven't started the applications or anything like that just because of how much stuff is going on.
Okay. Question?
Yes, please.
John, when we heard from you last, you were saying that Eversource could be a nightmare for you. Where does that stand?
So it took us about 45 days to go back and forth with Eversource. They required very specific redesigns, blah, blah, blah. And we finally got an approved design. They actually wanted the transformer between the two buildings because they were worried about the long distance to building number 2. Which is this building that we're talking about. So we made it close so that there wouldn't be a voltage drop. And so Eversource has that design approved. It was submitted to their third party for pricing. I'll have to review that pricing. They have 30 days, of course. So when that comes back, I'll review that. And then once that is done and approved, it goes into the transformer wait list. They did tell me the transformers are 12-month wait, but I have 3 different outside people working on contacts at Eversource to try to make sure we have power come April, because obviously we don't want building 1 complete, ready to be rented, and no electricity.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for John? John, you set an aggressive schedule, and you're going to keep pretty close to it, huh?
I'm gonna try to beat it. We'll see. It's just unbelievably difficult trying to combat all the different scenarios you run into with this endeavor. But it's a good experience, and like I've said all along, I'm hoping to learn this and then be a resource for you guys, because I couldn't be a bigger fan of what you guys are trying to do and allowing this stuff to happen. And I'm excited. I think some people know that I was able to work out a deal with the owner of the property next door because of he liked what we were doing at the school, and he came to me and he offered very favorable seller financing. And so once we get this school project done, we're going to move our focus and try to do more housing in West Harwich. And I just think West Harwich in a couple of years is going to be a beautiful place for a lot of people to live. So I'm super excited.
Fantastic. Any other questions, comments? John, thank you very much for taking the time. Liz? Sure. Liz Harder wishes to ask you a question, so be nice to her.
Elizabeth Harder, Harwich. Hi, John. Is there anything you need from any of us right now?
My fiance's father's going to come online and start helping me with paperwork. So I know I owe the Affordable Housing Trust some contracts and the deed restriction paperwork. If we run into issues, once we start filling that out, we will get in touch with you guys. But I feel good about it now, and I think we just need to get framing. So I'm excited for that.
Great.
That's a good question, Liz. We had some of those type questions come up with the fire station, and I know Brianna was able to get some templates for some of those documents going forward. So contact her as well. She may have some of those already easily available.
Okay.
Awesome, yeah. She's been great, so I'll be in touch there once I get there.
Okay. Anything else?
Have fun
Thanks
in
again,
Boston.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Sounds great.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, guys. I'll be in person next time, I promise.
You don't look bad there, though, so thank you again. We'll move then to the old business, and that is, I skipped public comment. We have a small public. Does anyone care to comment? Good. Next on the old business are the minutes for October 8th.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the October 8th.
Second?
Second, any discussion? Bob, you gonna let this go with no discussion?
Usually if Bob makes the motion, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Passed. We've had the Five Bells Housing Update and Rental Assistance Program. Brianna and Claudia did the work on this. Claudia, you want to make any comments?
No, I feel like we did the basic work, but then I feel like you've taken the lead on the follow-through, which is lovely. So it looks like we've got the application, they have applicants already ready, the materials for marketing are really great, really, really sharp. So they just seem really organized and things just keep moving forward, which is terrific.
When is that going to be live? I was talking to somebody
You're-
about that.
Now,
Is it now?
They
Ready?
we just approved the application and they've got people waiting, so I think that was the last step.
right, we agreed, we approved it today.
Yeah, okay.
We'd signed the document, a week ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I got an email approval, and Claudia signed on, Brianna signed on approval, and the feedback we got right away was, we have two applicants already, so they were going to move ahead with it.
Nice.
Fantastic.
And I agree, the marketing, have we sent the marketing materials to everyone?
No.
No.
Oh, yeah, we
I
should.
think so.
I'll be sure we do that.
And just for the public, where do they go to apply? Like, how do they?
They're putting out flyers, they'll be at the housing fair
Oh, at the
next week.
fair,
It'll be
okay.
fair. We'll put it on the website.
Okay.
The flyers give phone number, email. You can download their form to do it, so we'll be sure that gets out. And part of the reason that Claudia and Brianna picked the Homeless Prevention Council is that they really have an experience of doing a great marketing and of getting all this information out, and that's one of the things, and I think the feedback that I know I got, and I know Claudia you got, that they excelled at that, because anecdotally, some of the information I got from past failures in offering rental assistance is people didn't know about it.
Right.
Mhm.
That is a good
Right.
one.
And so this, when we discussions people had, that was an important aspect of it.
Mhm.
And that and the casework. They have a good record for casework. And I'm assuming they have good help on filling out the forms, because I read through the documents, and it's not, they ask a lot of potential renters on, all possible sources of income,
Mhm.
who's documented, who's there. I mean, it's really a careful process, so I'm looking forward to it. And again, I applaud Claudia, your work on this. It really, my work was pretty simple, because at that point it was getting documents from council and just proofing them basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, great.
And thank you, Claudia, for all your work on
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's great,
Good
it's
job.
exciting.
Yeah.
To your question though, on the application, there's a click here, and they can just go directly into
Oh.
it, so it'll be nice to have it online on
Yeah,
our
that's
website.
great.
Just a real easy, I mean, not easy questions, but easy process.
Easy process,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last one we have is a Pine Oaks support letter. I sent that to you again, just to be sure that we didn't change it. Any comments on that? I mean, my view is that as a housing trust, we're not obligated, but I think but it's been revised so that we've stated in there that we're for it. We understand there's gotta be additional work, it has to go through ZBA, there's a traffic study coming out. But we should, I'm hoping we'll approve the support letter. We've missed the deadline for that Joe asked us to respond to, but still we'll get in the public that we're supporting it, which I think is important. Julie, I listened to the select board's meeting, and I think I'll be the only one that signs it as
Yeah, which is, yeah.
as a chair, even though I'm not going to do it unless we vote on it.
Mhm.
So we should be okay on that question that
Mhm.
came up.
Yeah.
And so any other, Brendan, I think you had a couple.
I think there was a question about you being the only signer, and, you know, maybe the letterhead, whether Julie and Joe's names stay on top or not, you know, who the letter is from, that's your preference, unless they're
Well-
just being CC'd on an email, but just your preference.
That is, I intended the letter to be from me as chair,
Mm-hmm.
and then we are copying Julie as the select board chair, not as a signature. You're okay with that?
I am. You watched the meeting, there was
Right.
the comment about my name at the top. It looked like, you
We
know.
can take it off if you're
Yeah.
not.
So
Would you like-
I'm fine with the letter. If you want to CC me as select board chair, that's fine, but, you know.
Why
at
don't we
the
do
same-
this as a compromise? Why don't we CC with, after the signature at the end of the document?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
'Cause
yeah,
that's
at the
more,
bottom.
Take it at
Yeah.
the bottom, so
Yeah.
So it's not confusing.
it's not confusing.
Yeah, and I think that's good.
And then we'll get out of that discussion.
Yeah, perfect.
Any other comments?
That's great.
No?
Looks good.
Anyone like a motion?
Make a motion to accept the letter as it is, yeah,
And for
Without one
Larry to
revision.
sign.
with one revision, moving that, and Larry signing.
Okay.
Second.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Good, and we'll keep moving on this then. And only other comments I have is that we mentioned it briefly, there's a housing fair next Tuesday at 204 Sisson Road from 6 to 8.
Oh, it's two.
I know Liz has been working hard on this, Brianna's been working on it. We're going to have, Art has, because he's been bugging me, as only Art can.
Sorry to wake you up.
You have to say that, but you owe me that comment. And so I know I'm going to stop by, and so I'm hoping everyone will have a chance to stop by and at least visit and maybe hang around a bit. Because Art, can you tell us who else is going to be at the housing fair? You know?
There's a huge long list.
Okay. We'll show up at the housing fair, and this will all be there as well.
So it's Tuesday from 6 to 8 at Sisson?
Yeah, Sisson, yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
And are we gonna post it?
We don't have to post this because we're not going to discuss any matters.
I have a
any-
conflict, so I won't be at it.
Right. No, we don't have to post it unless we have a meeting that we're going to
Be
we can
deliberating.
show up at a public meeting.
Okay.
You can just avoid me, Brendan.
Okay. And we do have a meeting with CPC at 6 o'clock on Thursday, December 5th. And that's when I'll make the formal application that I've sent you. You'll have copies of that. Hoping that they'll fund us next year to their practice of $500,000 for the trust. And I've included $250,000 for rental assistance,
So I thought it was 750 total?
$750 total
Thank you.
in those components.
That's December 5th?
December 5th. And so if you can make it to join me at the table to
Yep.
tell them how great we are and how much we need the money. And our next meeting is December 10th. Unless that's our next formal meeting. I'm assuming at this point we'll have one in the middle of that.
Yep.
But you can put that on your calendar. Is there anything else we need to cover? Well, thank you. We're moving. Patience is my long suits. I never think we're moving fast enough, but we are moving. And let me thank you all, because we wouldn't do this if we were sitting here and not trying our damnedest to move ahead on affordable housing, you know,
Thank
and
you.
helping people. Which is, our debates have all been constructive.
Staying out of the dark side.
Until Julie comes in.
I live in the compliance world. I always go to the dark side.
Admit it, but that was a good question.
I loved it. Wow, cool. We have a motion to adjourn?
Thank
already
you.
Did that?
We haven't yet. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you again.